Exe Voyages is Exmouth's fastest charter boat, and we do coastal trips east towards Budley and south towards Torbay at fairly high speed, doing some coastal exploration. Exe Voyages operates from Exmouth. We've got two departure points, generally the mornings at the marina and the pontoon, and in the afternoons we come to the beach platform. We use a 10-metre rib. It's built by Humber. It's a very stable platform. It's good for taking photographs. A rib is a rigid inflatable boat, so it's a rigid hull where the seats and all the fuel and the engines and the console are, and then round the outside is inflatable tube, so it's nice and buoyant and sits on the top mast. It's not a rubber dinghy, no. So we operate three standard trips at the moment. So we do a short trip down to Dawlish and we go and look at some rocks there and hopefully find some wildlife. We do an hour trip down to Budley, and that's exploring the beginning of the Jurassic coast, the oldest part of the Jurassic coast, and our longest trip is down to Barbican. We also operate private hire as well. We issue self-inflating life jackets to everyone to come on board before they get on board, just as a precaution. Hopefully we'll never need them, but we issue them for everyone and make sure they fit snugly as well. We tend to cruise at about 22 miles an hour. It's about 17 knots is our main cruising speed, which doesn't sound a lot if you were in a car, but on the water it's generally enough. I first stepped on a dinghy at the age of about 11, did lots of sailing in England, sailed around the Mediterranean for a season, including a passage back to the UK, across the Bay of Biscay. That was a week long, that was in the days before sat-nav. And then I taught yacht sailing around the Caribbean from St Martin and the British Virgin Islands. It was great working in the Caribbean. The sun is always hot, the seawater is like bath water. It was fantastic, you know, you could go out on any day and you could guarantee what the weather would be and what the wind speed would be and how big the waves were. In England obviously it's more changeable, and it makes it more exciting, and the scenery is much more dramatic here, so it is more varied and it makes it more interesting in England. We're blessed here by being on the end of the Jurassic coast. We've got 250 million years of geology surrounding us. So we've just been down to Barbican where there's limestone, moving on to the sandstones, 250, 200 million years old. And then the Jurassic coast, which is 95 miles of sandstone history and fossils and kind of well documented, long walks and cliffs and pools, and very exciting coastline, yeah. Seen dolphins a couple of times, and we regularly see seals, and there's lots of bird life. We see all the terns and cormorants and the gulls and stuff. Unfortunately it isn't a zoo and we can't call the animals up on demand, but most of the time they make an appearance for us. We run an online booking platform, exvoyages.co.uk, and on there's the information about the various tours that we do, so it's all online, exvoyages.co.uk.